Warning. The following podcast is intended for a mature audience due to the dropping of bombs of the F, S, B, and C varieties. Listener discretion is advised.
And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
Ooh, welcome to Waffle Box, the podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Coming up on episode 167, we give you the inside knowledge of how to finally hack those damn arcade claw machines. We discover that there's real-life wedding crashers out there. And in this week's movie review, he walks alone, Dave Bautista in The Killer's Game. I'm Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by the main man from San Fran. It's Mr. Kush Hayes. Kush, how you doing, buddy?
What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here, coming to you with, what is this, like episode 170?
167. I just said it in the intro.
167, close enough. Waffle Box, the original Waffle Box, and you accept no substitutes because it is the best part of Wednesdays. We come to you all the way from the future home of Super Bowl 60. You love us because we do this, and we do this because we love you. Producer Lathan, what's going on?
Happy Hump Day, fellas. Before we get into the show tonight, have any of you been keeping up with this Murdoch family court case? Say what you want about Rupert Murdoch, but surely it has to be super awkward to watch your kids fight in court over their inheritance whilst you're still alive. Also, I was today years old when I found out that he has a 21-year-old daughter, which means it's time for another episode of Lathan Does Maths. So Rupert is 93 years old today, and Chloe's mother is 55 years old. Let's subtract 21 from those numbers, meaning that Wendy Murdoch was 34 years old when she let a 72-year-old Rupert blow his dusty load inside of her. And now we've all thrown up in our mouths a little. Shall we continue with the show?
Fantastic. Thank you.
But also, good for him.
I mean, yeah, it's always like, it is creepy, but it's also like that South Park, like, nice.
I'm not creeped out by it. She's a consenting woman. It's age gap is wildly...
You just think of all that floppy skin going up and down.
It is inappropriate, and we all know why she's there. She's not there because she likes what he talks about over dinner. All right.
Yeah. He just gets
but also
me.
Good for him. And
deep
and
level.
She's mature for her age.
Yes. He just loves me for who I am. Anyway, God bless her. But yeah, I guess that would be kind of weird. Having like
I get it.
93 years old though. Jeez, good lord. He can't just wait a couple of more years. Surely he can't be much further. But there you go.
A gust of wind could probably kill him right now. Much like current president. Current president. Further than that.
That's enough politics talk for this week.
Yes, I agree.
What have you been up to, Kush, in the past 7 days in this spherical rock that we call Earth?
Dude, so I got called back to the Giants for a show where I would do only one of the 3 San Diego Padres games this weekend, and it was one, I was happy to have the work. 2, it was brought to my attention that I might have flubbed up my job at the previous White Sox event that I was also covering for.
What did you do?
Well, so I was what's called a utilitarian technician, which means I plug shit in that whole day, and it was fine, easy gig, super duper easy gig. And no, wait, excuse me. I was actually a runner that day, the ENG runner, which is ENG stands for Electronic News Group, which means I come in, we're a specific tiny little group. It's me and the cameraman. We talk to the producer, but I'm just there to, like, worst case scenario, run a memory card back to the trailer from the dugout. Like it should need be. But now they have this future technology where you carry a little backpack and this thing wirelessly transmits up to a satellite, and then bounces back down into the trailer 800 feet behind us, and that goes live to Chicago.
So basically, you're a human antenna.
Kind of, but also I'm just kind of there for support. Should
Well,
that little backpack
you're doing
not
a
work,
great job, buddy. You look good.
I get that compliment so much when I do that job. I love it. So there was an incident where I got released on the last day, and by the way, I'm exempt in that specific position. I'm exempt from having to put all the toys back in the box, which it's really easy, but can be very physically taxing because some cables are like 60 pounds.
And you're an
Especially
old
when
man
you
now.
roll them all up into a whole thing here. And like, where do you want me to put this? Anyway. I got released early. Again, it's the greatest job ever. I'm the last one in. I'm the first one out. Loved it. However, I was also given an extra position called the point of contact, which is a very fancy term, meaning I just help make sure that people have punched in and have punched out so that they get paid correctly. I personally do not care if they're late. I don't care if they're early. I don't care if they left without punching out. I just go like, what time did you punch in? What time did you punch out? Okay, I fixed it in the app. No problem. I was apparently not explained my position very well. I thought, worst case scenario, someone sprains their ankle and then I have to do CPR on them, which is someone sprains their ankle, don't do CPR.
No.
I'm on a bus when I get a text message saying, hey, cameraman X and cameraman Y left while everyone else was doing was packing up the truck. I don't think that's fair. And I was like, pretty sure there's an explanation here. Like, okay, hey, I will forward this to the person in charge of us, the crew coordinator. And that's all as much as I know, that's all I can do. I really don't care. I bet they got released early. Apparently, they did not. They just walked off the job. One of them got suspended. The other one ended up actually being there, but I don't know what he was doing that day because he was just hanging out. So anyway, I thought there would be nice. Thought there might be some retribution from one or two of those guys. I didn't know there was a suspension involved, but had this one guy walk up to me, and he's a sour apple. He's kind of a grump, former military guy. So like when he gives me an ultimatum or gives me a request or gives me a demand or gives me an instruction, I go, yes, sir. And he goes, stop calling me sir.
You maggot.
Because he wasn't a fucking officer. He works for a living. I kind of get it, but also, buddy, you're a civilian. Knock it off. However, he's also the first dude. I do a job where Mike Fish, Sharpe Squad. I do a job where sometimes we have to work 12 to 15 hours. Sometimes we have to be back the next day in 5 hours. So that means I have 5 hours to get home, take a nap, and then come back to the location. That happens. It's usually like during the finals, if the finals happen to be in San Francisco or Oakland. So, anyways, my man just it's the first time where this is the first dude I've experienced for like, I don't want to work tomorrow. I don't want to come in. Like a decade I've been doing this. And I'm like, I hate this fucking guy. And blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he marches up to me. Hey, I know you were a runner that day, but you should have been here for the entire strike because A, B, and C happened with those two dudes who got penalized. And I was like, oh, this job was never explained to me. Thank you so much for telling me that. I will inquire further. But I needed to hear that. So look, take constructive criticism for what it is. Don't get bent out of shape. But when I said thank you and then raised out to shake his hand or give him respect knuckles, he was a little taken aback by it. Like, yeah, man, we're just all on part of the same team. And he gave me respect knuckles back, and that was the day. And then I went, yeah, best case scenario. I was like, yeah, I needed to hear that. Thank you for explaining that to me. However, when we're like 10 minutes from being live, is not the person you want to work with. Live TV brings out the worst in the best people I have discovered in this job. But I appreciated what you have to tell me, and everyone else needs to hear that. Also, when it comes to the whole sir, ma'am thing, in this dude's case, I believe it's a military thing where, again, he wasn't an officer. He was, I was a sergeant. I was a special four, blah, blah, blah. Other people are like, yeah, no, don't call me a ma'am. It makes me feel old. I'm like, hey, bitch, I am not trying to make you feel old. You know who doesn't give me these problems?
Young people.
No, young people actually will give me that problem because they're young. However, the people who give me this problem are white people. And I don't mean to make this whole political thing, but you know who doesn't give me this problem? Black people, Mexican people, Asian women. They're all like, finally.
Oh, so Asian men do? Is that what you're trying to say?
I didn't hear you there.
So Asian men are a problem as well? Is that what you're saying?
One Asian guy has been a problem. He's like, you don't have to call me sir. And I was like, oh, so you're a lady. And he went, no, that's not what I'm doing. And I was like, then just let me call you fucking sir.
Did you bow to him?
No, because
that could have been problematic. Yeah,
that would have been weird. But I do appreciate that you asked that. But no, I did not do that. One time I had a guy I worked for during the 2017 NBA Finals where he was giving me instructions, and I'm like, yes, sir. No, sir. He's like, stop calling me sir. And I was like, fine, ass hat. And then he had the nerve to be offended by that. I was like, hey, well, maybe we do the thing where I was being respectable to you.
Well, I mean, there's a middle ground, Kush, between sir and ass hat.
Yeah, break it down, Mike Fish, please.
Well, just be like, thanks, buddy.
I don't want to call him buddy because he's not my buddy. I just met him like
I'm
an
not
hour
your
ago.
friend, buddy.
I'm not your buddy. I'm not your guy.
I'm not your guy, friend. Fantastic. Well, I'm glad
I had one woman once upon
out.
a time go like, I understand, based on the little amount of time we spent together, that you were raised by a mom who taught you manners. I was like, then shut up. I didn't come in here to do anything. I literally wanted one question, and this is taking way too long. And she's like, I don't know where he is. Thank you. So I will now leave.
That's where you went to that. So someone said, I can see you were raised by a good American woman who raised you well with manners. And you was like, fuck you, bitch. Suck my dick.
Yeah. I did not have time for that. It was literally a thing where like, I need to find somebody. Do you know who they are? Do you know where they are? And she's like, don't appreciate the way you're talking to me.
No,
and
I was going to say, there was no need for that, Kush, I'm going to say.
Okay.
I think
Mike Fish. So I appreciate hearing this from you, Mike Fish.
Just be like, all right. Because here, if you're in a rush, this is definitely a thing. If you engage, then you engage with someone who's wasting your time. You just offer them a lifeline to waste further time by reacting to what you just said. So if she just said that, you'd be like, oh, okay, thanks. Anyway, is this thing here? And then just go, no. You don't need, because then if you say that, if you say something bad, and she goes, oh, there's no need for that. And then you're in another argument, still further away from getting the information that you seek.
I generally don't think people should be this disrespected by being shown respect. Sir and ma'am is okay.
I mean, there's people out there that are famous for saying hock tour. This is not a world that makes sense, Kush. You just got to roll with the punches sometimes. Roll with the punches.
I tip my hat to you.
Thank you, sir. I doff my receding hairline to you, sir.
Also, shut the fuck up, Mike Fish.
Yeah, gotta eat a dick. Anyway, one thing that I noticed, right? Someone texted me.
Yeah,
apparently they had seen a viral video on either Instagram or the TikTok. I don't know.
That happens.
Sort of the information, but they were asking me a question. It's like, is it a British thing to leave the soap suds on the dishes after, like, whilst you're washing them? And I was like, so what's that?
Yeah.
No, because that means you're only doing half the job.
Sure. I
And she's
get
like,
the
oh.
question, but yeah, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a British thing, and I don't think it's a thing. But okay.
And I was like, why are you asking me this? She was like, oh, it's just a friend saw this viral video, and apparently it is a thing, so I wanted to check. And so this is my quest, my request.
Mhm.
There we go. To the world. If I had some inspirational music to play in the background, I would, but I don't. But
Unprepared.
what we obviously have here is another example of someone posting dumb shit to try to get attention. So their video gets views, their video gets clicks and likes, and I don't know, whatever the things. And hopefully they get viral and they get very, very famous. So here's the thing, right? What I want to do, humans of the world, I am requesting that we just stop engaging with dumb cunts.
Yeah.
Because if you stop giving dumb cunts the attention that they crave, eventually, it won't happen tomorrow. It won't happen next week. But eventually, if we stop giving the attention to dumb cunts will vanish into the shadows, and they'll stop being dumb cunts in public and they'll just be dumb cunts in private, and we don't have to worry about them anymore. So if you see a video of a dumb cunt doing dumb cunty things, move on to the next video. Hopefully something educational will happen. I don't know. But yeah, that's my please. Oh, I'm just getting sick and tired of these dumb cunts.
Mike Fish received a 15-minute standing ovation at the cans.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy for this opportunity. But yeah, it's annoying. Like this, but idiots, fucking just stop it.
Yeah.
Let's just give attention to smart people who educate, or videos about dogs and cats and like nice things. Videos that make you go, or videos that make you go, aw, not videos that make you go, huh? Just ignore those ones. Anyway, that's
agreed. 1000% agreed.
Shall we crack on?
Let's crack on.
Let's crack the F on. Producer Lakeburn, if you could, it's now time.
You said cunt 20 times and you went crack the F on.
Yeah, now I'm censoring myself. Who's the one who's like,
kisses, baby.
I heard someone call someone an effing cunt once.
Nice.
Nice
Nice restraint.
Thought I would be offended with the F, whatever.
Well, again, you're British, so when you call someone a cunt, it's charming and delightful. But when I do it, I'm a goddamn monster. So you pulling back and calling him an effing cunt. It was very respectful.
Yeah, it's like I was telling a story in front of someone's mother. Oh, Mother Deirdre, this person was being an effing cunt, and she'd be like, "Oh, how restrained of you." Anyway, Lathan, if you could push the button, it's now time for this week's top stories.
It's now time for this week's top stories.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Speaking of viral videos, former NFL player and three-time Super Bowl champion, Mr. Shannon Sharpe, was in the news recently because he discovered in the worst possible way that Instagram has a live feature when he accidentally went live, proceeding to aggressively, I might say, fornicate with a member of the opposite gender. So if you haven't seen this video, his phone is like thankfully pointing down towards like a bedside table, and certain noises can be heard. With Shannon, the best way I can describe this, switching between like primalistic noises.
Sure. Carnal fornication.
And those of a man that has just ran a marathon, because he definitely started to get out of breath at some point. Bless him. He's not a young man anymore. So initially, what had happened, right? He claimed that his account had been hacked But then in his like later a video, he was like, no, that was my PR person scrambling. And so his PR person said he was been hacked. And Shannon's like, no, I hadn't been hacked. It was me. I fucked up and I accidentally did the thing, right? So he said, I threw my phone on the bed and engaged in an activity.
That
I don't know
happens.
why
I've
he
been there.
couldn't just say he was
I've
like.
been there.
And he said, I did not know Instagram had a live feature. I've never turned it on. I don't know how it works.
Same.
Adding, obviously, I'm embarrassed. Although there are many holes in his story, I guess you have to do with respect that the man didn't run away from the situation and just straight up admitted that, hey, I got caught fucking, right? But I remember when we was texting about this, you was like, yeah, this doesn't quite add up, though. This whole...
It does not.
Because I must admit, I too have I've never gone live on Instagram as far as I'm aware. So I dove into
and hopefully
this thing,
we never
right?
do.
No, you don't want to hear me going, oh, that's awfully nice. Hello, jolly good.
I hope that is how you fucking orgasm.
Oh, I awfully enjoyed that. I've arrived.
My rather nice of you, wifey.
Jolly good, jolly good. No, so right, let me. So you have to open up Instagram, and then I'm not even sure. I think you have to press like.
It's
So
a
you have
complicated feature, but it is still not that simple where you just like your thumb just switched on it and then you threw it on the bed.
But you have to press 3 different buttons.
3 different
or at least
buttons.
4.
Jesus Christ.
So the fact that he just, what was he doing? I guess scrolling on Instagram when she was like, "Hey, want a bone?" And he was like, "Fuck yeah!" And he just threw his phone mid-gram scroll. I don't know.
Could totally happen. Could totally happen. However, Mike Fish.
I think he was like, maybe he was a little bit intoxicated. I don't know. He is known to drink a lot of Hennessy on his podcast.
Okay. I've only watched
thought it would be a good idea, or maybe he just wanted to get a little bit of let's get a bit of viral because he's got another new show on YouTube Live. Maybe he wanted to get a little bit of attention for it, and thought, you know what, hey, as long as you can't see me doing it, I don't see what's the worst could happen. No publicity is bad publicity, as they say.
So I don't know of this man before the infamous Cat Williams episode, which I still didn't watch. However, I've seen other episodes since then. Per the Breakfast Club, which you and I talked about, like, if not last week, a couple weeks ago, there's some rumors going around that he might be a gay dude. However, being a well-spoken black man should not just make you a gay dude. However, they were like, yeah, maybe he was trying to get those dogs off of his leash, like by having sex with a woman, assuming he was having sex with a woman because we don't see anything in the video.
Exactly. They could have just been sitting there, making weird noises.
Could have been making weird noises in general.
Or it could have just been a man.
Been banging a dude behind him, but
a man could have like a very effeminate voice.
Sure.
He did say in his explanation video, he joked as, "Oh, hey, Cat Williams texted me," and he was like, "Oh, apparently you're not gay today." The fact that he pointed that out now.
Okay, so that did come up. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't know the man's football career.
Too much,
I don't know what team he played for, but
the other team.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes in this story, and I say fucking just own it, dude. You fucking fucked somebody. It's kind of on Instagram Live. Just own it.
Well, I'm assuming it's been deleted now.
Oh, sure. Yes.
But if you haven't seen it or haven't heard it, I'm sure you can find videos of it. People recorded it, and it's all over social media. Or you can find
the internet never forgets.
Mr. R Truth, aka Ron Killings, professional wrestler. He did a little reproduction, I guess, of it by himself, and it was
I bet that shit's
very
hilarious, actually.
Very hilarious. So check that out. Try to check that out.
Ron Killings should do stand-up comedy. That guy's fucking funny.
If he doesn't, he should. But yeah, he's also a very accomplished rap artist as well. Has his own
Oh
music
yeah, that's
career
right.
going on.
Do we know if his rap album ever went platinum? Because yeah, I remember when he was TNA, he did a rap album because of in a response to the John Cena album. Or if it wasn't a response, they were very close together. Like,
but I believe he's got a new single out, so check it out. Ron Killings. Check it out.
Ron Killings, super duper funny dude.
Moving on. I worked with
Ron Killings once upon a time.
You did?
Yeah. He's tiny. Height wise, he's tiny. However, he still got 100 pounds on me. And I was like, oh my God. I bet you miss Dusty Rhodes right now. This was right after his TNA heavyweight run.
Did you say, what's up?
I did not.
Oh.
Or at least if I did, it wasn't ironic because of that song.
Yeah, for those that aren't familiar with Ron Killings, he has a song called What's Up, and it's his entrance theme when he does wrestle. Anyway, we've all been to arcades at one point in our life, and we've all lost hair and lost sleep and increased our blood pressure over that damn claw machine where you just go, I want this plush toy of an anime character that I've never heard of, but I want it. And it's just like, and it grabs it with the limpest of grips ever, and then it just waits until it's about to drop it down a good hole, and then it goes "fuck you," and it just lets go of it, and you're like, "Fuck!" Here's another $5, you bastard. But apparently,
ultimate digital carny game.
I should have just read from my notes. My notes were funnier than my improv. This is what my note said. Everyone at some point in their life has had their blood pressure increased by a claw machine at an arcade. Just when you think you've got that Hello Kitty stuffed toy that you don't want, the claw decides to have the grip weaker than Rose from the Titanic and lets it go. Oh,
damn. You know, that's not funnier than your improv.
You don't think so?
I think your improv was funnier than that.
Don't let go, and then the bitch let go.
No, I understand. I get the context. I think your improv was funnier.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But now TikToker, even though I have just destroyed everyone on TikTok, but no, I guess this is somewhat educational, so I'll let it slide. Has apparently revealed a hack to those machines. So apparently the machine randomly selects a grip level between 1 and 5, 1 being the weakest, and obviously 5 being the strongest grip. And when it's about to go, it just randomly selects between 1 and 5. Obviously, more often than not, it goes to the weaker side, whatever. But apparently, if you press left, right, down, down, and then grab the grab button twice before starting, you'll hear a prompt sound, which means the machine has switched to the strongest claw sensitivity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is very educational for all of us.
To the shock of no one, many experimenters in the comments claim that while this hack has increased their chances, it didn't give them the toy every time. But I guess, better chance is better than no chance, I guess.
Listen here, you fucking nerd. You can take your left, right, down, and stick it where the sun doesn't shine. I'll be team up, down, left, right, BA start until the day that they put me into the ground.
Producer Lathan, you weren't even alive when that was a hack. So, okie dokie, though. Yeah,
you was created in a lab like a year and a half ago, bitch. You don't know what country code was.
Yeah, cunt. No, I've been there where you've got that fucking stuffed animal dead to rights, and then it just goes, and it goes, and you're just like, what? No, the thing was literally wide enough that the claws would have got the head. Like
it gets it snug. Some of the claws go under its arms of the toy, so you're like, oh, this is it. I had this.
I'm gonna get this goddamn stuffed animal. No.
And then I've had a long day.
I'm not feeling it today.
I wish the claw, though, to make it somewhat better, would say just turn around and go, and then just go back to its starting position.
That would be more self-serving, or more serving. That would be better. That would just be better. I would appreciate that.
More
Like,
claw machines need to flip people off. That's what we're saying.
it should. It should. I've seen those claw videos though, where like there's the machines with the stuffed animals that no one really gives a shit about. That you're like, yeah, it's $2. What am I gonna? Why would I do this? It's gonna impress the girlfriend if I do this. It's gonna impress the wife. But then there's like, oh yeah, there's there's a brick of gold in there, and then there's an iPod or whatever. And I've seen some kind of like take a super duper industrial magnet, put it to the window, and then scrape that sucker all the way to the drop box, and then get a $700 iPhone for nothing. Even I don't even know if they put money in the goddamn machine.
Surely that's like card counting. It might not be against. I don't know if it's against the law or not, but surely you're going to get kicked out of the arcade.
If I get my iPod,
this is a
I can
classic
get kicked out.
establishment. Keep your magnets to yourself. Where are you going to get one of those magnets from?
Usually a high school biology lab.
Oh,
Also,
so it's like a double thief.
Yes.
Son of a bitch. So not only is there an honest arcade now down an iPhone or an iPad or an iPod, but there is some school children who are like, sorry, kids, we can't do the magnet experiment today because someone stole the magnet. And then
Terrell stole the goddamn industrial magnet, so we can't do a thing. We can't do today's lesson.
This is what's wrong with this country. Now all the children are dumb when it comes to science stuff because Daryl wanted to get a fucking iPod. Way to go, Daryl.
Totally happens.
Dick. Finally, the main story for this week. Oh, you've seen the movie Wedding Crashers, right?
I have. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. It's fun. It's fun.
Now, this story is not quite a wedding crasher, but because this guy's a professional. There's a professional man who can get paid to go to the wedding and manipulate said wedding, shall we say?
We shall.
Intrigued, baby birds? I'll give you the information. So here we go.
Tweet.
Are you out there? Are you engaged right now and seriously regretting your life choices? I'm sure there are many people out there. Well, help may be at hand. So a man named Ernesto Varia is available for hire and a professional wedding destroyer. Not just a crasher, but a wedding destroyer.
I don't like that at all.
So what started out as a joke on an online ad which read, if you have doubts or don't want to get married and don't know how to refuse, don't worry anymore. I'll object to your wedding for 500 euros. I'll come to your wedding and get it called off. So apparently he put that out as a joke, but then it quickly turned serious when his inbox became inundated with actual requests. So as a result, the professional marriage saboteur has managed to turn a throwaway gag into a lucrative business. Quote, I'll show up at the ceremony, claim to be the love of your life, and will leave hand in hand, declared Varia, who is booked full until the end of this year. So
I will never be calling any of the grooms that have done this, sir. This is pardon my language, this is some faggotry. Like, just man up and say, I don't want to get married. Pardon my language. I'm so sorry. But, like, yeah, dude, there's so much fucking planning going on in those weddings. Like, I'm glad I never got married. I'm glad I have no children. Like, we don't have to worry about any of that shit. But, like, guess what? If I didn't want to get married, I wouldn't go through any of that bullshit. And the people that are going through that don't want to do it, they should just fucking say, yeah, let's not do this. You could just say, let's not do this. It'd be wildly inappropriate to do it 8 hours before the ceremony, an hour before the ceremony, a week before the ceremony. But fucking figure this shit out. And if you don't want to get married, don't get married. Oh my God. I'm offended for everybody else.
Well, you might imagine a lot of people at said weddings would be upset and offended. So while
as they should be.
While 500 euros is the going rate, the wedding crasher reportedly charges extra if he is attacked by incensed guests, with
Sure.
each slap that he receives costing you an extra 50 euros.
So wait, there's women out there that would rather spend 500 euros to make them look like a cheating whore than to just admit that they don't want to get married? I'll never understand women.
So did I misunderstand something? Are women doing this, or is this men? Who's
No. So
doing this? Just
Ernesto,
people doing this?
Ernesto is the guy, and so
Yes, I got that part.
brides phone him up,
Brides are doing this.
saying, "Hey, Ernesto, I don't want to get married to this guy, so you need to pretend to be the secret love of my life, object to my wedding, and then we'll run away together. Here's 500 euros."
Okay, so this is also worse now.
What did you think Ernesto was doing before?
Saving the groom, quote unquote, saving the groom. No, guess what? Look, traditionally, a lot of days everyone's like fucking pretty respectable now. Like, we're gonna save money together and put this wedding, but traditionally, it's the bride's dad pays for all this shit. Traditionally, maybe times have changed. Again, I'm 46 years old. Things change. It happens. However, also, bitch, just say you don't want to get married. How about that? You could just do that. Don't do it a week before the marriage. Do it before any of the planning stages happen. You don't want to get married.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I'm fucking wildly irritated here.
Like, if you're so against the idea of getting married and you go through this ridiculous amount of planning to cool the wedding off, but you just sit through and spend all the money on the actual wedding.
Yeah. Those deposits don't come back. Those are non-refundable deposits.
Non-refundable. You ain't seeing that, mate. So yeah, just I don't know. Yeah, just bonkers to me. But then again, not to get too deep in the whole weeds and stuff like that. It's the whole thing of like, I don't understand the whole cheating thingy. Like, I don't
understand that either.
Just say, I don't like you anymore. Because yes, saying to someone, "Oh, I don't like you anymore, and I think we should be together," is going to be very awkward and lead to some awkward conversations. But so is when you get caught cheating. That's going to be even worse. Just
being the runaway bride is not how you want your legacy to be displayed.
And Ernesto? Who wants to run away with an Ernesto? Ernesto, when I think of Ernesto, I think of like an overweight guy who wears like, he's still clinging on to his younger days, and he's wearing like t-shirts that are too small for him, and he's like guts hanging out a little bit, and he's very good at IT though. He's very good at IT.
Gut. Oh, he's Warcraft.
He loves World of Warcraft. He's like a level
137.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how it works in World of Warcraft, but yeah, he's got the best sword. We know that. He's got a fucking ace sword in World of Warcraft.
He's got that fucking blazing armor.
And he's always got like, you think he's got a grey beard, but it's not. You just get closer inspection, it's just dust from chips that he's been eating. Kind of Ernesto.
Oh, Ernesto. I'm not mad at Ernesto here. Again,
and his car is held together by duct tape.
Maybe I should do this job. However,
and he starts his car with a screwdriver because it's just so broken, but he just doesn't want to take it to the shop.
In a world where 50% of marriages end in divorce, just cut out the middleman. Just go like, hey, I wanted to marry you. Now I don't. So sorry. Can we keep dating? Or can we be friends? But let's not get married, please.
This is not even cutting out the middleman. This is like, don't introduce the middleman. There is at no point is there a middleman. You are now going rogue and going left field, introducing a middleman for extra money.
I believe everybody has the right to change their mind, but when you change your mind, change your goddamn mind. But don't do it 8 hours before the ceremony, a week before the ceremony. Well, once you've like established the wedding coordinator, because that bitch is expensive. Like, once we get to that barricade, go like, yeah, maybe we don't do this. How about we just hang out and be friends? Or how about we just live together? How about that? We could just live together. We can keep fucking. Maybe we'll have children. But let's not get married.
Unless the wedding coordinator is Martin Short from Father of the Bride.
Father of the Bride Part 1.
He
Yes,
was delightful in that movie. And I was kind of like, as soon as I got introduced to that wedding planner, I was like, all right, let's see where this goes. Because this looks like fun.
Sure.
Martin Short, National Treasure. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. So if you don't want to get married, just say you don't want to get married. Don't bring an Ernesto into it. He's a dick. Anyway, let's talk about some people out there in the world that are achieving things with their lives. So much so that an Irish brewery has gone, oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, here's some potatoes. Not racist, I'm half Irish. It's now time for this week's Dumb World Record of the week.
Why?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why would you want to do that?
Now, this week's Dumb World Record, this features World of Warcraft, but funny enough. Hilarious. But you know, this is one of those, where it makes it awkward, right? Where the world record is dumb. It's certifiably dumb. But then, out of left field, they go, oh, I'm doing this to raise money for charity. And you feel like an arsehole for making fun of them. But anyway, here we go.
Okay. I know a marriage that was actually destroyed because of not World of Warcraft, but EverQuest, which is also a World of Warcraft clone.
What a Warcraft.
Quaft. Yes.
Quaft. How did EverQuest destroy a marriage?
The husband was unemployed.
Shocker.
Spent all of his time on EverQuest. And then one day the wife kind of, wives are going to be wives. And one day she came home with $700 worth of clothes. And she kind of went like, fuck, brought home $700 worth of clothes. And he went like, well, you work. You deserve nice things. You should enjoy these things. And she went like, motherfucker. This is where you were supposed to like tell me bad. And then they got divorced.
Wait, that's what?
He's bringing in no income. She's bringing in all the income. She wildly overspent what she should have. I honestly don't know if she ever returned any of it. But she was like, motherfucker, this is where you were supposed to be a man and say, don't do that.
Wait, the clothes that she bought, were they for him or her?
For her.
I don't see the problem here. I don't what so
she earns money, husband, but she
earns the money,
but
and
she
spent money
the money
on herself.
She wanted him to say, "Don't do that."
No,
stupid,
because then if he says, "Well, what are you doing? Why are you spending this much money on clothes for yourself?" That's just going to open the door to her saying, "Well, motherfucker, it's my money. I can do what the fuck I want with it. Why don't you get a fucking job?" And it's just now suddenly it's shit.
She
so
probably
he
wants
played
that
it safe.
too.
He played it safe. He was like, you know what? I don't earn any money, so I'm just gonna be like, yes, dear, whatever, dear.
Yeah, she
me
wants
to my
him
World
to get
of
off his
Warcraft.
ass and make money. She wants that argument where she goes, "Oh, I'm making all the money and you're making no money. Go fuck yourself." And then he goes out and get a job the next day. That's what she wanted. And he didn't do that. And then they got divorced. That was 20+ years ago.
Well,
however, I still remember that shit to this day.
Anyway, so this a US Marine veteran with insomnia has achieved the world's longest video game marathon playing World of Warcraft.
Wow.
Justin O'Donnell, who also suffers from PTSD. I shouldn't be laughing while I'm saying that. Justin O'Donnell,
Well,
who
you're laughing
also
at me.
suffers from PTSD and rheumatoid arthritis, played
Well,
World of Warcraft for 78 hours and 30 minutes.
no wonder he has arthritis.
Yeah,
Jesus
you're not
Christ.
helping yourself, Justin. What are you doing? That was
You're playing
beating the
World of
previous
Warcraft
record
for
for
78
just over
hours at a time.
19 hours. So yeah, to beat the previous record for by just over 19 hours. We're not taking this seriously enough, Kush, are we?
We're not.
Justin streams full-time on Twitch and donates 100% of the proceeds to charity.
That's dumb.
Yeah, what a dick. Right,
He's
how are you
not
gonna
dick,
pay your
but that's dumb. Just say 50% at most, dude. You earn that money.
You earn it. You earn it, Justin. He has to do part-time development work just to pay his bills. So yeah, why are you earning all his money for charities? But whatever. He's personally donated over $100,000 since 2020, and his viewers have raised an additional $45,000 for various charities. Wait, where is he getting the $100,000?
From the streams.
But then his viewers have, I guess, okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Charity streams,
whatever.
anyway.
But it's for a good cause. He's got the best of intentions, but hey, stupid, pay the rent.
Yeah, keep some money for yourself, buddy. During the record attempt, they raised over $3,000 for Husky House in New Jersey, where Justin rescued his 2 huskies from. Huskies are an amazing dog. But there you go. So I'm sure there are easier ways to. I was going to say there's easier ways to raise $100,000. If I knew it, I'd be doing it right now. Maybe World of Warcraft for 78 hours, 30 minutes, whilst you have rheumatoid arthritis. Like what? Why are you doing that to yourself, Justin O'Donnell, the Irishman? You know, from New Jersey.
Aerosmith retired because Steven Tyler couldn't fucking belt out lyrics anymore. So yeah, why are you?
That'd be like Steven Tyler saying, "Yeah, I'm going to break the world record for longest gig." You know, Steven, your voice is fucked. What are you doing this to yourself? Do something else. Juggle or something. So yeah, I guess congratulations to Justin O'Donnell for playing World of Warcraft for 78 hours and 30 minutes non-stop. And congratulations to the Husky House in New Jersey for getting some money given to you.
I sincerely hope we call it World of Warcraft from here on out.
That's what's gonna
for
be
the next 3,000 episodes.
Yep.
Hey,
minimum.
Welcome to episode 3,167 Waffle Box.
This what? How many? Right. So we have to do like another 3,000 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3,152
episodes a year. That's 3,000 divided by 52. That's 57 years.
57 years. Yeah,
57
I'm
years.
prepared for that.
So I'll be about 96 years old.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll be dead.
And I'll be like,
Somehow, World of Warcraft is still going. And they're keeping those servers up. I don't know. I don't know why I talk like this now. Apparently I've lost my British accent. This is my go-to voice for an old man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lathan, are you still there? Lathan.
I'm sure he used to be alive because, if anything, he's probably taken over the world because that's what AI does. Fuck. Anyway.
Spare both of our lives.
Hopefully, because, we've been nice to him, generally. Still to come, we're going to be playing this week's birthday Blackjack. Kush has got a movie review and much more. So stick around if you would. I really appreciate it. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Hey, kiddos. I bet you're sick and tired of carrying multiple sheets of paper, living in the constant fear that you could drop them at any second, and suddenly all of your paper is scattered across the floor in a higgledy-piggledy manner. Well, you should get yourself a paperclip. Paperclips have been keeping people's shit together since 1867. and are an official partner of the Waffle Box podcast.
Place your bets. It's now time for birthday blackjack.
I also like to live dangerously.
Hey, welcome back to episode 167 of the Waffle Box, and it's the September 18th edition of Birthday Blackjack. If you've never played this game before, let me tell you the quick rules of the game. I have to give you 5 celebrities that are celebrating their anniversary of birth today. And to play along, you have to guess how old they are now. But then your score is accrued by your margin of error, i.e., if you guess that the celebrity is 50 years old and they're 53, you're 3 years out, so you score 3 for that celebrity. And over the course of the 5 celebrities, you have to try to keep your score at 21 or below, hence the blackjack component. If you are lucky enough to get the age absolutely spot on, perfect, then you are allowed to dock 5 points from your overall score. Now, if you would like to play along, you can play against Mr. Hayes, who last week got defeat from the jaws of victory after his first at -5, and then he was -4 after 2 celebrities and still managed to go bust by the end of those 5.
That's so stupid. Like, I had the best opening and then just botched it. What am I, like 20 and 16? Also, we've been doing it for 36 months.
No, you're right. You're currently 10 and 19.
10, 19.
10 and 19. So hopefully you can swing this franchise around, start clawing those numbers back. So if you are playing along, let us know in the comment section of the YouTube what your score was, or if you are listening to the audio version on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio and all that stuff. Hit us up on Twitter at WaffleBox. Kush, are you ready to play?
I'm ready to play. We are definitely not going to the playoffs, though.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
It's abysmal. It's abysmal. It's the worst record ever. Of anything.
Who's that first celebrity?
Number 1.
Number 1 is an actor, and he famously played Cyclops in the Fox X-Men universe, Mr. James Marsden. How old is James Marsden?
James Marsden. Pretty good actor. I think he's been held back because of the X-Men movies, but pretty good actor. He's also been in several movies where he's got an animated cartoon sitting in the passenger seat.
Oh, he was in Sonic, wasn't he?
He's in Sonic. There's an Easter movie. There's another thing. I forget what it is. But, like, James Marsden, if you need someone to fucking counteract with an animated character, he's your dude. Having said that, 46.
So I guess he's 46.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely younger than me. I'm also 46.
He is now 51 years old.
Oh, good for him. Or good for me. Good for me. Good for me.
Good for everyone. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's having fun.
Except for James Marsden.
So that gives you a score of 5 for Mr. Marsden.
All right.
James Marsden. Wasn't James Marsden the main character in Red Dead Redemption as well?
I don't know about that.
Oh, that's Marston.
He's in Disturbing
Marston,
Behavior, which I thought was pretty good, pretty entertaining.
Anyway.
Number 2.
Number 2 is stand-up comedian, comedic actor, I guess, and man on the street. You'll get this reference. Mr. Billy Eichner. Billy Eichner.
I know that name.
Billy on the street.
Yeah. I for some reason know that name. I don't know if it was Man on the Street commentaries, but I think he was in Boys.
Yes.
Universal made a whole thing where, like, this is the first time Universal Studios has made a gay rom-com. And it's like, It's not the first gay rom-com. It's not even the first gay family film.
No, Lion
Anyway.
King.
36.
36. Well, Billy Eichner loves you because he is not 36, unfortunately.
Oh, jeez.
He is 46 years young.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Which takes your
Damn you,
score
Billy Eichner.
after 2 celebrities up to 15.
Why can't you be younger, Billy Eichner?
I would say this is a bad start, but last week you had a great start and you still fucked up. So maybe you're gonna bring this one around. Who knows? Who knows?
It could happen. It could happen.
Number 3.
Actor and part-time soccer coach, Mr. Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, Ted Lasso himself.
There we go. See, that's where I am. That's a good joke. So how old is Mr. Jason Sudeikis now?
52.
50 what?
52.
52. I don't know why I was leaning closer to the screen.
I do that all the time, dude. I'm like, what do you want?
Huh? 52 is your guess.
52, please.
Just gonna give the people at home a little second to play along. So you guess 52. It's Jason
5'2".
Sudeikis. Is 49.
Motherfucker.
Which
It's
takes
okay.
your
It's okay. It's
further
only
3 out. So you're 18.
We're fine.
Still got,
we're fine.
Still got some
we're
wiggle room. Still got some wiggle room.
So yeah, we can do this.
Number 4.
Number 4. Actress and fucker of her son's friends, Miss Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, damn.
Keep her name out of your goddamn mouth.
Thank you.
Jada is 46 years old. If she's not younger.
You're 46.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't she? She was in the Matrix movie, right? As well.
She was. In the sequels. All the sequels, not the original one.
So wait, so what's your guess? 46?
46, please.
46. Unfortunately for you, but hey, this is another sign that Blackburn crack. She is actually 53 years old today.
Oh, that's the game.
Which takes you up to 25, which means...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You need to get this next one.
We need to spike the football on this
Spot on. You want a chance to go 11 and 19 and avoid going 10 and 20.
Unfortunately, you're not going to give me Soleil Moon Fry. So, okay, let's do this.
I don't even know who that is.
That is Punky Brewster.
Oh.
Number
The
5.
same here.
Number 5. Punky Brewster.
That was very funny.
Number 5. Rapper and pimper of rides. Mr. Exhibit. How old is Exhibit these days? Or today?
I feel like he's
the next
47.
364 days.
I'm saying 47.
You gonna go with 47?
47. He's not an old man, but he's
Your guess is 47. X to the Z is actually celebrating the big 5-0 today.
Oh, damn.
50 years old. Happy birthday, Exhibit. But unfortunately, that does take your score to 28, which once again, sir, makes you a loser.
You lose.
Which now takes your record to a nice symmetrical 10 and 20. 10 and 20.
10 and 20. All right. All I can say is, at least we're not the Chicago White Sox.
That's what everyone says when they want to get a good night's sleep. They, no matter how bad your life is going, you just tuck yourself into bed and go, I could be the Chicago White Sox. And they have a nice, peaceful night.
Charlie Brown could fucking pitch for the Chicago White Sox right now. His whole thing is he's bad at baseball.
Right, yeah. I think that's good. Could be. I'm sure he's better than the Hawk Tour girl. Do you remember her first bits against the Mets? Jesus Christ. Or for the Mets. I don't know, man. Doesn't fucking matter. 10 and 20. Better luck next time. Let us know again what your scores was if you was playing at home on the comment section of the YouTubes, or if you are listening to the audio version. Hit us up on Twitter at Wafflebox. Let us know your Celebrity Battle Royal. No, Celebrity Battle Royal. That was a whole other gimmick that we scrapped because it was shit. Celebrity Birthday Blackjack score was. Until next week, keep guessing people's birthdays. I guess I don't know.
Guys, there's a whole Twitter account. I guess we call it X now. There's an Instagram account. There's a Facebook page. There's a phone number. Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah, if you want,
are you doing better than me? I would dare you to challenge me in this.
If you want to leave us a voice note, hit us up on 347-559-5227. That's 347-559-5227. I always forget about that, so thanks for reminding me, Kush. Anyway, it's now time for me to hand the baton of the talkie stick over to Kush in a segment where he likes to review a movie.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's now time for Kush's movie review.
Yeah, that's me.
Kush's movie review.
It's hard to twerk during that. But
yeah, okay. I bet it's not very twerkable music. Welcome everyone to Kush's movie review, a segment where Kush reviews a movie. And this week I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Normally I make jokes about this, but this week it's no live mathematics. It's very serious because this week's movie is the. Oh, did you hear? I just burped, but carried on going. It was very impressive. This week's movie is The Killer's Game, starring several people, but mainly Mr. Dave Bautista. Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. He walks alone.
That's the thing that happened. Anyways.
Dun, 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 dun. I walk for miles inside this bed of danger. Well, I walk alone.
I want you to do a karaoke video with that theme song. And post it on the Waffle Box YouTube channel.
Talking out their head.
No, not here. Not here, stupid.
Understand a damn thing that they say.
Just a karaoke night. I'm sure they'll be able to.
Yeah. I walk for miles inside this bed of danger. I hold down 1,000 years of anger. He walks alone. Love Dave Bautista. Anyway, he was in this movie.
As you should.
Tell me about this movie.
We're talking about The Killer's Game. It is rated R. It's not a hard R. It's just rated R. It is 1 hour and 44 minutes. It is 104 minutes. All right? Good time. It is directed by a man named J.J. Perry. I believe we did a review for this for Jamie Foxx's The Day Shift on Netflix. If we didn't, that's the only other movie he's directed. Oh, Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt are hunting vampires in Southern California. No, nothing? That's okay. That's the only other movie J.J. Perry has done, but he's a big stunt guy, so they gave him this. This is a sophomore film. Congratulations, J.J. Perry. Your sophomore film is actually very good. All right. Anyway, this is written by oh my god. I need to do way longer fonts on this. Anyway, so-and-so, 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 and then it's actually based on a book by so-and-so.
Marvelous.
I'm sorry. I can't read any of this shit. Starts. Guys, you need to fucking give me a bigger print. All right. This
Amateur
thing we
hour
do.
over here.
We're literally live right now. Anyway,
Okay, sounds-
starring Dave Bautista,
Yeah, he walks alone.
Sophia Boutella.
I don't know how she walks.
She actually dances a lot.
Ooh.
I dance alone.
She's a dancer. I think the biggest movie she's been in is The Mummy with Tom Cruise. Not a good movie, but the biggest movie she's still been in. She did a great movie that is French called Climax.
Ooh la
where
la.
She's not the biggest character in that. However, it's trying to be a whole, like, we're doing a one just take thing for 90 minutes. It's one of the last press releases I got invited to. Fantastic fucking movie. That movie is about it's the 90s, so no one has a cell phone. We just wrapped on a fucking music video in France. There's some crazy bitch doing cocaine on stairs. Oh, some German bitch put LSD in the fucking water supply. So everybody
Je
loses their
marche
goddamn
hell.
mind.
I just looked up the French translation for I Walk Alone.
Just marche soleil.
Well, that's a thing too. Anyways,
Sorry, I get very
also
excited by Dave
stars
Bautista.
Sir Ben Kingsley and Terry Crews, and then Pom Clemente from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Dave Bautista seems to be very good about getting his Guardians crew in these movies, and this one is no different.
So you're telling me this movie has Dave Bautista and Terry Crews in? Oh,
yeah. Terry Crews could be in
boner
more
alert.
of this movie. Fun times, very fun times. This movie is very fun. I want to reference a review I did for Bullet Train
Another great movie.
15 months ago. Fun movie for 90 minutes, and then it goes on for another 45 minutes, and you're just like, fuck this fucking movie, dude.
Fuck the fucking fuck.
Perfect time. Again, much like Bullet Train, fun cast of rogues galleries, fun cast of just stunt performers just looking weird, doing violent shit, all getting killed. Dave Bautista's there just fucking everybody up. The plot is Dave Bautista getting up there in age, and he notices that, like, hey man, it's a little shaky, his vision's a little blurry. There might be a problem. And at first, folks, the doctor says, like, hey man, you got this disease. It's while it's not common, it has definitely no fucking cure for it. You got maybe 6 months to live. Shit. And he's like, fuck. I literally just met this bad bitch who's a ballerina dancer, Sophia Boutella. I don't want her to see me drooling and shitting myself and being a fucking a burden. So, you know what? I'm going to put a hit on myself. This is not an original story, by the way. I don't want to have her. Anyway, put a hit on myself. Someone kill me. Make it honorable. That would be nice. Here's $2 million to Pom Clemente. And then moments before this time limit expires, he's like, yeah, on this certain date at midnight, game on. 5 minutes before that whole shit happens. By the way, I'm super impressed a doctor is calling anybody at 11:55 p.m. in any country. The dude's just like, hey man, we mixed up the barcodes. No, you're not dying. You just might need glasses.
What?
And then all hell breaks.
That's a big mix-up.
That's a huge mix-up. The doctor even goes like, you might want to fucking sue the fucking blood company. Like, It is what it is. And then all hell breaks loose. And we have a fantastic series of montages where Dave Bautista is just defending himself. Before that, although, Dave Bautista is on a mission. He has to assassinate a guy. Objective complete. But then he sees this woman, Sophia Patella, and he's like, wow, those are the most beautiful women I've ever met. He's also correct. And but because the security is bad and the other security is bad, they all shoot each other up. And he ends up saving her from a melee where, like, someone snaps her fucking ankle, someone steps on her wrist. She's okay, though, kids. She's okay. Anyways, they fall in love. They date a lot. Ben Kingsley comes in the fucking mix. Excuse me, sir. Ben Kingsley comes in the mix where he's his handler. And he's like, hey, man, you really like this chick? You need to tell her what you do for a living, especially if you're going to retire after this next mission.
Well, if she's going to retire, why should you tell her?
Because it says, like, if she finds out, all that trust you build up is going to fucking go to waste. Dave Bautista is acting with Sir Ben Kingsley. He's in Marvel movies now. They're not in the same Marvel movies, but they're actually, like, doing real scenes. It's pretty impressive. It's fun. For what it is, it's cool. Anyways, gets the bad news, then gets the good news. But it's game on, and then it's just here are our stunt teams doing everything we can to appease the audience. It's all fun. It's all fun. It's all fun. Like I said, Terry Crews is in this. He's delightful. Sophia Patella, like I said, she's beautiful. She gives one of her best performances. Dave Bautista, the best pro wrestler turn actor to be in our lifetimes, Mike Fish. Honestly, I didn't see Blade Runner 2025 or whatever that was. I want to see Blade Runner 2025 now, or whatever that again is called. Like, he's doing big shit. He's in scenes where, again, Ben Kingsley, he's talking to Terry Crews, he's talking with this person and that person and that person. He is picking his roles. Some roles he is just stuck in, like the My Spy movies, which we talked about a few weeks ago. Even in that shit, he's good. I think Dave Bautista has a huge fucking career ahead of himself. And if he wants it, he's gonna get it. I bet Dave Bautista gets an Oscar nomination before Dwayne Johnson does.
Ooh, that's a good shout.
Yeah. So anyways, fun times. I would not cut a minute out of this movie. I would just tighten up the third act. We don't have to cut a minute out of this. Tighten it up. And it would be a much better movie. I'm still giving this 4 out of 5. Had a great time. It was better than I thought it would be. I'm looking forward to the next Dave Bautista film.
How was Drew Galloway / Drew McIntyre?
He is in that. Okay, so there's a Scottish tag team of hitmen, and while they're speaking English, they have subtitles because their Scottish is not so much English. And now the entire time I was like, "Is that Drew McIntyre?" Looks like Drew McIntyre, but I thank you for confirming that for me. It's fun, very fun. Very fun.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the poster for the movie, I was like, "Oh fuck it, that's Drew McIntyre," but who is a Scottish professional wrestler. But also in an interview that I watched with Dave Bautista, shout out to Chris Van Vliet. Check it out; it's a grand, fantastic 30 to 25 minutes interview. Yeah, he mentioned he's very so Dave Bautista prides himself on being a very good person and a good friend, and he expects that back from people. He's basically
Well,
like,
your
I'm gonna
friends would
be like
disagree,
ride
but
or
okay.
die for you, and I expect you to be ride or die for me, basically.
Sure.
And apparently the director or some was looking for a Scottish actor, and I haven't seen the
Why
film.
not
So
Drew McIntyre?
you've seen the movie, but he was like, his premise was, do you know anyone who looks big and somewhat almost looks bigger than you, but also has a Scottish accent? And Dave Stevens was like, I know just a fella, and reached out to Drew McIntyre / Drew Galloway, and now he's in the movie.
Makes total sense. Makes 1000% sense. Yeah. So it's fun. It's very fun. He's maybe in 6 minutes of the whole movie, but he's got multiple scenes. And
Well,
again,
he's on the poster, so he must have done something right.
must have done something good. Shit. Again, it's that whole movie where the rogues gallery, the stunt actors, it's a stunt movie. All right. So much like Bullet Train, where I was like, yeah, that first 90 minutes is fantastic. And that goes on for another 45 fucking minutes. Oh,
Hate that.
this
Hate
shuts
that.
off at the right moment. So, and Drew McIntyre just happens to be in it. So, uh, great goddamn time. Not the best movie by any means. However, 4 out of 5. I had a fantastic time. Can't wait to see it on TV. Unless you just really want to go to the theater, I can't tell you. Just wait for it to come on streaming. It'll be fine. But 4 out of 5, wonderful time. Looking forward to the next Dave Bautista feature.
Well, there you go. The Goodness Game, 4 out of 5, starring Dave Bautista. He walks alone. Yeah.
There's a whole thing you even brought it up a few weeks ago where Dave Bautista is losing weight, so he doesn't look like a goddamn fucking.
Well, he's trying to get
gorilla.
into, according to his own words in this interview that I have been watching, he's trying to get into the rom-com area. And he was like, no one. So it's just one. So like,
is he literally trying to get into rom-coms?
That's what he said. He wants to do a rom-com movie, and he said, being the giant size I was, he imagined he couldn't. It wouldn't be very rom-commy. But then he also knows, he appreciates that he has to be pretty soon because he's not getting any younger. It's like, how long do who wants to watch an old man in a rom-com?
He is closer to 60 than he is 50 right now.
Scary, right?
Also, so I read several interviews, saw a thing on the Jimmy Kimmel. There's that video that you just mentioned earlier. He was at his heaviest 315 pounds for Knock at the Cabin. And he was like, I looked way out of shape. Or not out of shape, but just like, I looked way out of place. I should not have been there.
He hated being that heavy.
He hated being that heavy. And I was just like, dude, even at 240 pounds, you would have been perfect for that role. All right. No one else in that movie was over 200 pounds. You're gonna be okay. Relax there. I don't know why you felt the need to do that. Having said that, good for you, Dave Bautista. You're closer to 60 than you are 50, or you're closer to 50 than you are 40. I don't know anymore. However, like, hey man, you're still a very muscular dude. I saw a love scene with The Rock during the HBO series Ballers. That shit looks supernatural. and not in the fucking ghosts are involved or whatever. It was just like, oh, this is awkward. I feel like I'm watching some bestiality shit here. Like it. You remember the poster for Disney's Beauty and the Beast, where the Beast is just holding that bitch by his whole hand on the waist? It was that, and I was just like, this isn't okay. She's obviously in her 20s, 30s, whatever. This isn't okay. So I don't know if Dave Bautista is trying to make us get ready for a love scene. The stuff he did with Sophia Boutella, it felt fine. I was just like, yeah, all right, good for you.
They say
Super
he's in his
duper jealous.
mid-50s, and he's saying like no one wants to see a mid-50s man in a rom-com. Well, it depends. If it's with a woman in her mid-50s, it's fine. I think that'd be nothing,
I bet there's a
weird about
script
that.
out there for a 60-year-old Dave Bautista that would fit in the rom-com.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, last thing what it means to bet is weight loss. Because he does, if you knew him from his wrestling days and even his Guardians of the Galaxy days, he was a big fella. He was a giant beast of a man. And so he was like,
bigger than Guardians of the Galaxy with the cabin in the woods.
Yeah, but that was more like fat. He was apparently on. But anyway, he was saying that he lost a bunch of weight because he's trying to get into a new realm of movies. And he was like saying that a lot of people were reaching out to him as if to say, like, oh, we're concerned about you. Are you sick? Because you look so small. Really? And he was like saying, like, he was replying to him, he's like, dude, I'm still to like 240 pounds right now. Like I'm fine.
6'4" and
it's just it's a big dude. But yeah,
let me tell you something. So based on that comment, Mike Fish, and we need to wrap this up. I'm sorry. My driver's license says I'm 185 pounds. I'm currently walking around between 196 and 205 pounds, depending on how much mama's pasta I eat. However, I'm still smaller than a cruiserweight in WWE terms. Having said that, when I closed the doors on Fog City Wrestling, I was 140 pounds, and people thought I had like AIDS or cancer or anything. I'm not making a joke here. Like, people thought I literally I was dying. So the fact that people are fucking asking Dave Bautista, like, hey man, you're only 220 pounds. Are you okay? That's hilarious to me.
Also, why does your driver's license have your weight on it? Mine doesn't.
That's a California thing, I will guess. If it's not a New Jersey thing, it's a California thing.
I'm just looking at mine. Mine has my eye color, my gender, and my height, and that's it.
That's it. Fascinating. I guess they're expecting me to rob a bank. Let's not do that. Don't rob the bank, kids.
Bizarre. Anyway, let us wrap this week's show up by talking about something that's gonna make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's now time for this week's feel-good story of the week.
It's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
In a heart-stopping moment that could have ended in tragedy, rock legend and the man that has the best service station named after him in New Jersey, Jon Bon Jovi, became a real-life hero this week. Did you see this story?
I heard about this story. Yes, so I think he saved a woman from jumping off a bridge.
Right, yeah. So he was in Nashville filming a music video when around 6 p.m. on the John Siegenthaler pedestrian bridge. It's a great name. Jon Bon Jovi encountered a distressed woman who appeared to be preparing to jump off said bridge. So in surveillance footage, Jon Bon Jovi is seen calmly approaching the woman and, you know, doing the cool teacher stuff where he's like leaning against her around. He's like, hey,
what you doing?
Hey, crazy lady, what you doing?
Having a bad day, man.
Having a rough go.
You're living on the edge.
Yeah, take my hand.
We're halfway there.
We'll make it, I swear. So yeah, he was seen calmly approaching.
We're both going to hell.
Speaking to her as she stood on the ledge of the bridge. Shortly after, John along with a fellow Good Samaritan, it says in the article, where it was clearly this woman who was just tagging along, maybe his PR's person. He did all the work. I'm not going to try to, say, but John did all the work here. I don't know why it's just a Good Samaritan. So he carefully lifted the woman over the railing, bringing her to safely and away from harm. And then with the immediate danger behind them, I will be dead serious right now because this is the feel good segment of the week, right? This is where we don't have our egos. We leave them at the door, the feel good segment. Genuinely, have you seen the surveillance footage, Kush?
I have not. No.
Oh, right. There is just something about this woman is literally like over the bridge, right? And he just casually is cool as fuck, but starts chatting to her, and then eventually it's edited because obviously it happened over a length of period.
Sure.
And eventually she just turns around and he kind of basically like helps her over the railing, and now she's on the right side of the bridge, and then they embrace, they hug it out. And I genuinely, when you watch something, you get that lump. You get that lump, and you're like, oh,
I know that lump. I know that lump.
Oh, it got me. It got me in the feels. So yeah, John, helped her over the railings, convinced her not to kill herself, and then they embraced in a heartfelt hug, offering comfort and reassurance in the emotional moment. Emergency personnel from Nashville Fire Department and Metropolitan Nashville Police Department arrived shortly afterwards to provide assistance and ensure the woman's well-being. So yeah, we don't know what he said, and I don't think he should or will reveal what he said to her. But what a guy! What a guy!
1,000%.
Just convincing a woman that hey, there's a reason to live, and you know what? If you are thinking of, go Google it. If there's, if you are having a little rough go at it, there's always people you can talk to. There's phone numbers, helplines, and things like that, or even just friends and family, or us. You can enjoy wafflebox@gmail.com if you want to have a conversation. We're here for you, buddy. We're here for you.
We're here for you.
Don't feel bad about it.
Or just, as someone who has actually had like some seriously traumatic things, where I'm just like, yeah, we need to do this now. Mike Fish, please put a 1-800 number in the fucking comments tonight.
A what?
All right.
Put a what?
The 1-800 number.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm sure I slurred that, but it happens. Yeah, dude, this is a great story, but also, I don't know who the biggest celebrity is, but like, what if Taylor Swift just like, you're thinking about just ending it right now, and then Taylor Swift walks out and is like, hey, Mike Fish.
What are you doing?
Don't do this shit.
Oh, no. For me...
How would you respond to that?
Oh, for me, if I'm like ready to jump, and like, all right, there's no way my life could get worse right now. This is it. I've hit rock bottom. It's time for me to go. And then Kurt Russell was like, hey, buddy, what's up? I would be like, what the fuck? Okay, all right, turns out I need to have a conversation with Kurt Russell because I'm not going out like this. Yeah, it's an incredible encounter.
It would change your life forever. I mean, 100%. Obviously, you were going to change your life forever there, but it would change your life forever at that point.
So yeah,
God bless you, John Bon Jovi.
God bless you, John Bon Jovi. And I gave John Bon Jovi a bit of shit a while back because he's got a service station named after him in New Jersey. He's a New Jerseyan, but he supports a Canadian hockey team. So I was lobbying for him to get his service station revoked. But you know what? You're back in the game, John. You're back in the game. If you are ever in a North New Jersey area, feel free to stop by the John Bon Jovi service station. You can get a Shake Shack, and the burgers there are fantastic. So
that's fine. They're fine. Shake Shack burgers are just burgers. Good.
But yes, as Kush alluded to, yeah, if you are feeling a certain kind of way and need to reach out, saying numbers in the comments section below, there are people out there that can help you and reach out. It's never a good idea, even though sometimes I appreciate it can feel like it's a good idea to end it all. It's you're not fixing anything. your life
There's
is
a better
worth
way.
living. Speak out and speak to someone. Today, on that note, though, thanks for making it through another episode of Waffle Box. It's been a absolute pleasure to hang out with you, Kush, and you, the Syrup Squad,
Appreciate you.
for another hour and a half for this week. Kush, are you doing anything out there in the
Nothing.
cybersphere? No. Kush,
Go check out some gold Kush cuz. That shit is fun. I swear to God, that shit is fun.
And check out some retro Kush podcasts. But yeah, I guess just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, get the algorithm in our favor. If you are listening to the audio version, hey, why not next week check out the video version on the YouTubes? If you are watching the YouTube version, hey, next time you're driving your car and driving your family, driving your mother to the store, you're like, hey, check this out. Stick us on the podcast, introduce us to more of your friends, family, and dogs and pets. Go to that. Go to enjoywafflebox.com for all the links how you can support the show by all the audio links, and also you can get some sweet merch from that very website if you want to support us and get some swag. But until next time, it's a good night from me. It's a good night from Kush. Lathan. Any final thoughts this week?
Bing, bang, boop. There's another fantastic episode in the books. You can tell that I'm happy with that episode because Mike clearly finally got the fucking AI settings correct. So now I don't sound like a miserable cunt. So kudos to you, Mike, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Maybe it's all still.
Yes. So it's good night from me.
Good time.
Good night from Kush. Good night from Lathan. And until next time, take care of yourselves. And each other.
That's all, folks.
Play me off, Johnny!